Welcome to the second intermission. Time, as always, for Saturday headlines with Elliotte Friedman. Elliotte will get the panel on the three games in just a moment. Did Biz not call Toronto? Can't have him on our Canadian show anymore. Anyway, over to you. Injuries. What's going on?
Yes, the biggest questions are in Edmonton, where tonight in the back end of our doubleheader, the Oilers host Seattle. No Leon Draisaitl, no Connor McDavid, and the Oilers fans are concerned. Well, the word at this point in time is that there are no worries that these are long-term ailments, that they will threaten their playoff availability in any way. Now, as of today, it appears likely that Leon Draisaitl's timeline is ahead of Connor McDavid's, and the belief is that Draisaitl may return before McDavid, but I have been warned that McDavid has blown past injury timelines before. But that's where it stands today. No concern about their long-term availability. Elsewhere, some other things. Mackenzie Weegar took warm-up today for the Calgary Flames, but couldn't go against the New York Islanders, the Kings of New York. The Flames winning all three of those games for the first time in franchise history. They are hopeful that they will have Weegar back on Tuesday night when they return home to play the Kraken. Meanwhile, Vancouver, which lost a heartbreaker in New York today, outshot the Rangers basically 3-1 and still lost. Elias Pettersson and Nils Hoglander did not play the third period. There was Pettersson taking a shot there, and the two of them are still being evaluated. They hope to know more before they play the Devils on Monday night in New Jersey. And one of the notes from around the NHL today, you may have seen it, Pat Maroon, before Chicago played in St. Louis, announced that this will be his final NHL season. Maroon making the announcement during a pregame interview with Darren Pang in his home city. Of course, a three-time Stanley Cup champion.
You know, Elliotte, we're watching Nathan MacKinnon this evening. He's trying to win Hart back-to-back. That has happened just twice in the last 35 years. Alexander Ovechkin did it 07-08, and Dominik Hasek 97 and 98. The awards, you're hearing some interesting news about this year's NHL awards.
Yeah, so there's no official show as we have seen it over the last little while. They're not doing anything like this. But so here's a video that Josh Allen received for some children he visits at the local hospital after he was MVP.
MVP. Go Bills, Josh was my MVP.
Congratulations on winning MVP.
I love you, Josh.
So the NHL looked at this video and said, maybe we can do something like this. And what they're going for is the element of surprise. And so instead of the children in this particular case congratulating Allen, maybe you can have them inform an NHL player that he has won an award. So it could be something like that. It could be maybe a friend or a relative or a mentor of an NHL player showing up to present them for an award. Maybe it's something like a prank where at the end of it, the player is told, well, there's a reason we put you through this, and it's because you've won this award. So the NHL is looking at the element of surprise to hand out this year's trophies. Now, we should see this start to happen during the playoffs. I think what you may see at the end, though, is some of the biggest ones, like the Hart, held back, and maybe a full pre-produced show airs sometime during the Stanley Cup final. But that is the idea they're looking at, Ron, the element of surprise this year to present players as with their individual trophies.
All right,
Could be a great idea.
Yeah, and lastly, WHL expansion.
Yes, so this has been rumored for a bit, and now we understand that early this week, as soon as Monday, the Western Hockey League is going to announce some Canadian expansion. For next season, the Penticton Vees leaving the BCHL to join the Western Hockey League, and part of the ownership group there is expected to be Mike Richter, whose son Thomas played for the Vees, and Mark Scheifele of the Winnipeg Jets. And Scheifele's tie-in is that the majority owner of the Vees, Graham Fieser, was his billet when Scheifele played in the Ontario Hockey League at Barrie. So they're going to be part of that ownership group. Also, it is expected to be announced that the Western Hockey League will begin to solicit ownership bids for a team in Chilliwack. That team could arrive as soon as the 2026-27 season, Ron.
The Saturday headlines, Elliotte Friedman, terrific as always, Elliotte.